Hello, my dear students. In the yesterday class, we are discussing about the isolation of elements. In that, we are discussing the some terms. That is, what is meant by metallurgy, what is meant by ore, and what is meant by gangue particles. And next step, that is isolation of elements. It includes four steps. That is concentration of the ore, then extraction of conversion of ore into its oxide form, then fourth one is reduction of the oxide ore, then last one is refining. In that fourth step we are discussing the first step, that is concentration of the ore. The concentration of the ore means removal of the gangue particles or unwanted impurities from the ore. In that we are using the so many number of methods depending on their physical properties. In that we are using the four methods, that is economically good, that is hydraulic washing method, magnetic suppression method, growth rotation method, and last one is leaching. In the last class we are discussing about three methods: hydraulic washing, magnetic suppression, and the growth rotation. The hydraulic washing, it includes, that is gravity separation between the ore and the gangue. If ore or gangue, they must having, one must be the lighter and another one must be the heavier. Based on that we are using this method. Then magnetic separation, already you know that if the either ore particles or gangue particles, they must having the magnetic nature. Then last one is growth rotation. This method, it is only applicable to the sulfide ores. In the sulfide ores, they can be concentrated by using the growth rotation. It is containing the one growth rotation container, then adding the powdered ore, then add the growth stabilizers and the collectors. Growth stabilizers, anilines or resols, then collectors, fatty acids, oils, or other compounds. Growth rotation. Then last one is leaching of leaching. The leaching means we are taken the ore, then that ore will be dissolved in the suitable solvent. Dissolved in the suitable solvents. After that we are getting the some chemical processes, then we have to leach out the particular metals by using the chemical reactions. We are using the chemical reactions, we are leached out the some particular metal from that ore. Therefore we are dissolve the ore particle in the suitable solvent. A good example for the leaching process is leaching of alumina from the bauxite ore. Leaching of alumina from the bauxite ore, it is a good example. In this method we are using the some chemical reactions and some conditions, some temperature, some pressure. Likewise, therefore in the leaching of alumina, it is in the theory examination you get the 3 marks. Most repeated concept. What are the leaching of alumina from the bauxite ore? Then explain the reactions. Likewise, we get the 3 marks from this concept. Basically, if we take the alumina, it is having the principal ore, that is bauxite. That is the bauxite. Usually the bauxite, its composition is Al2O3. Its composition is Al2O3. This bauxite ore, it is containing the impurities like silicon oxide, titanium oxide, then lead oxide, etc. Other impurities are present in this bauxite ore. The bauxite ore, its composition is Al2O3, but it is containing the some oxides of impurities, that is the silicon, titanium, lead. Likewise, it is containing the some impurities. Therefore, you have to remove these impurities. Then you can only get the aluminium. You can only get the aluminium. Therefore, how to leach out the aluminium from the bauxite ore? Therefore, first you have to take the bauxite ore. This bauxite ore will be digested in the concentrated NaOH solution. Concentrated NaOH solution. You have to digest the bauxite ore at a temperature of 373 to 523 Kelvin. At a temperature of 373 to 523 Kelvin temperature, then 35 to 37 bar pressure. 35 to 37 bar pressure. Then this bauxite ore will be digested in the concentrated NaOH solution. When you are add the NaOH, concentrated NaOH solution to the powdered bauxite ore, the whatever the aluminium present in that bauxite ore, that aluminium combined with the sodium hydroxide, they converted into the sodium aluminate. That will be converted into the sodium aluminate form. When you are adding the sodium hydroxide to the bauxite ore, powdered bauxite ore, the aluminium present in that bauxite ore, that will be converted into the sodium aluminate. That will be converted into the sodium aluminate. After that, the solution can be neutralized by passing the carbon dioxide gas. By passing the carbon dioxide gas, the solution can be neutralized. When you are passing the carbon dioxide gas, the whatever the sodium aluminate will be present, that aluminate, the sodium aluminate treated with the carbon dioxide gas, then that will be converted into the hydrated. That will be converted into the hydrated aluminium oxide. That will be converted into the hydrated aluminium oxide. All these are present in the only one container. When you are adding the bauxite ore and NaOH solution, then the aluminium will be converted into the sodium aluminate form and that solution. Then if you pass the carbon dioxide gas to that solution, the sodium aluminate, that is reacted with the carbon dioxide, the whatever the aluminate present in that in that form, that will be converted into the hydrated form. Therefore, the hydrated form of aluminum, that will be precipitated. That will be settled down, or they form the precipitation. Then silicon oxide, titanium oxide, lead oxide, other impurities are present in the solution phase. Therefore, you have to filter that precipitate. Then you get the hydrated aluminate. Then you get the hydrated aluminate. Then that hydrated aluminate will be heating with a high temperature. Then water will be evaporate. Then you get the pure aluminum oxide. That is completely free from the impurities like silicon oxide or lead oxides. Therefore, they are asking the 3 mark questions. Write the chemical equations involved in the leaching of alumina from the bauxite ore. Already you know the theory. In the leaching of aluminium, we taken the bauxite ore, then adding the NaOH solution, then you get the sodium aluminate. Then sodium aluminate will react with the carbon dioxide. Then there is the formation of the hydrated aluminum oxide. Then another step is hydrated aluminum directly heating. Then we get the aluminum. Then write the chemical equations involved in that. First, already you know the taken the bauxite ore. The bauxite ore, its general formula is Al2O3. It is not a formula of the aluminum oxide. It is the bauxite ore that is in the solid form. Then you have to add the sodium hydroxide solution. Sodium hydroxide solution at a temperature of 373 to 523 Kelvin temperature and 35 to 36 or 37 bar pressure. Then whatever the aluminium present in the bauxite ore, that will combine into the sodium hydroxide solution. Then they will convert it into the 2NaAlOH4. We call it as the sodium aluminate. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ? Sodium aluminate. In the next step, we are passing the carbon dioxide solution, carbon dioxide gas to the solution to neutralize. Therefore, at that time, this sodium aluminate, that is 2NaAlOH4. This sodium aluminate, that is combined with the carbon dioxide gas. That will combine with the carbon dioxide gas. Then there is a formation of the hydrated aluminum, that is Al2O3 ExH2O plus 2NaHCO3 plus 2NaHCO3. Therefore, it is the second step. We are passing the carbon dioxide gas to the solution. The sodium aluminate combined with the carbon dioxide. Then there is a formation of the aluminum, that is hydrated aluminum oxides. In the last step, that is hydrated aluminum oxide H2O heated at a high temperature of 1470 Kelvin. Then this aluminum, hydrated aluminum oxide will be converted, that is Al2O3 plus ExH2O. These are the chemical equations involved in the leaching of aluminum from the bauxite ore. These are the chemical equations. So this is about concentration of ores from the concentration of ore by using the different methods: hydraulic washing, magnetic suppression, road flotation, and leaching. In this concept, we are directly asked the 3 mark questions, that is leaching of aluminum from the bauxite ore. In that, the single 1 mark questions will be asked in the road flotation, that is what are collectors or what are road stabilizers, then what are the role of the collector or role of the road stabilizers, what are the collectors used in the road stabilizers, or what are the road stabilizers used in the road flotation method. Likewise, we are using some 1 mark questions, and leaching of aluminium, it is the 3 mark questions. Okay friends, this is about the concentration of the ore. The next one is, that is next concept. This is the first one, concentration of the ore. Then second one, conversion of concentrated ores into its oxides. Conversion of concentrated ores into its oxides. When the ore can be extracted from the mining process, they containing the some impurities, mud, sand, like. Therefore, they can be removed by using the simple methods. In the next step, that is whatever the concentration ore we get in, then first you have to that particles or that component must be converted into its oxide form other desired compounds, because they are present in the combined form. When you are extracting the crude metals from that, first you have to convert that metals, other form of metals, into its oxide. When the metal it come to the oxide form, then it is very easy to extract the crude metal by the reduction process. Therefore, first you have to convert that ores into its oxide form. There are totally two methods. One is roasting of ore. One is roasting of ore. Then another one is calcination. Roasting method and the calcination. These two are the simple methods used to convert the concentrated ore into its oxide form. Already you know about the oxidation and the reduction. Suppose metal it is combined with the oxygen, containing the oxygen, that is called the oxide form. Therefore, other form of metals, for example sulfide form, carbonate form or hydrated form, they can be converted into the oxide form. There are totally two simple process or methods. One is roasting, then another one is calcination. Then what is meant by roasting and what is meant by calcination? The first one is, if you take the roasting method, what is meant by roasting? The roasting, it is the process of conversion of ores into its oxide, ore particles into its oxide. It is the process of heating the ore particles, are ore below their melting point. Or if you heating the metals, heating the ore particles below their melting point in the excess of air. That we call it as the roasting method. If you take the roasting method, if you take the concentrated ore particles, it is the process of conversion of concentrated ores into its oxide. Therefore, whatever the ore particle, concentrated ore particles are there, in that the which metal can be converted into its oxide form. Therefore, if you take that particle, then you have to heat below their melting point. In the excess of air, then that metal will be converted into its metal oxide. In the reverberatory furnace. Therefore, that method we call it as the roasting. It is the process of conversion of concentrated ore particle into its oxide form. Therefore, what we are doing is, in the roasting method, the metal can be converted. It is the process of conversion of metal into its metal oxide by heating the high temperature below their melting point in the excess of air. In the reverberatory furnace, that method we call it as the roasting method. Usually, the sulfide ores can be the sulfide form of particles or sulfide form of metals can be converted into its oxide form by using roasting method. For example, the zinc sulfide, it will be heated in a reverberatory furnace at a high temperature, at a below their melting point, then the zinc sulfide will be converted into the zinc oxide by releasing the sulfur dioxide. By releasing the sulfur dioxide, we are using the oxygen, that is plus O2, because we are undergo addition of the oxygen. Zinc sulfide combined with the O2 to form the zinc oxide and the sulfur dioxide. Here is the only oxygen is 3, here oxygen is 2. Therefore, we have to multiply it with 2, then 2, 2, 2. This is the balanced equation. Therefore, the sulfide ores can be converted into the oxide form by releasing the sulfur dioxide gas. It is the roasting method. Then second one is calcination. Second one is calcination. The calcination is also a same process, but we are some conditions are changed. Here also calcination is also a same process, that is converting the concentrated ore particle into its oxide by heating below their melting point. But in the roasting method, we are using the excess of air in the reverberatory furnace, but in the calcination method, we are supplying the limited supply of air. Limited supply of air, or in the absence of air. In the absence of air. Therefore, that is the calcination method. There is no difference in between the roasting and the calcination. In the roasting method, the metal will be converted into the metal oxides by heating below their melting point in the excess of air in the reverberatory furnace. But in calcination, it is also same process. We are converting the concentrated ore or metal can be converted into its metal oxide by heating below their melting point in the reverberatory furnace by limited supply of the air or in the absence of air. By using this method, we can convert the carbonate or hydrated form of the ores. Suppose ore it is present in the metal will be present in the carbonate form or hydrated form. That type of ores particles can be converted into its oxide form. For example, calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Then you have to heat it at a high temperature. Then this will be converted into the calcium oxide by releasing the carbon dioxide gas. Here sulfur dioxide gas will be evolved. Here carbon dioxide gas will be evolved. Suppose hydrated form, that is Fe2O3 XH2O. Then you have to heat it. Then you get the Fe2O3 plus XH2. The water will be evolved and we get the free from hydrated form. Therefore, this type of two methods we are using, that is the conversion of the ores into its oxide form. Whatever the concentrated ore is there, that concentrated ore will be heated in a reverberatory furnace below their melting point in the absence of air or in the presence of air. That is depending on the form of the ores. Therefore, we are using the two methods, roasting and the calcination. This is the conversion of concentrated ore into its oxide form. In the next class, we will go through the next steps, that is the conversion of or reduction of oxide form of the ore. Okay.